And I have to say, those two figures are grating on my nerves.
They're being a lot nicer than the other arrogant people you've fought.
Yes, but still, I'm not feeling as well as when I met those.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever we do, Ikindu, you have probably to talk for me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not really trusting myself to stay calm.
Right, yeah, I see.
We could take a hostage.
See what I mean, Ikindu?
That's right.
I like that.
We are not the idea peoples here. We are not really good idea people.
I don't know what a hostage would do any good.
Well, if we get the right one, we can get the information to save you.
No, we're the one that we have the thing that they need and what they want, so we can easily get the information that we need as long as we state our demands. And why I wanted us to have this conversation is to just, what our demands are going to be. Because I feel almost whatever that we bring to the table, they would concede to our demands. For example, Skava said that this is not our land, but as a free state.
Right.
And
you'll notice that they didn't dispute that. Neither one of them got aggressive. Right.
Exactly.
Right.
So that means that we have something that you really need, and I feel strongly that we need equivalent exchange, because as for my religion exactly, but as a merchant, this is heresy for me.
If we agree to some deal where they take this land, I will fight for them to stay out of the giants.
I feel that we already have the land. That's not what I think and feel is that we also want information. What exactly do they mean? What do they want from Zort? Because they all seem afraid and they want to gain some kind of power. We have already heard them speak somewhat about this, but I feel that we should have more information. And of course, this land is ours. I will state that to both of them.
Yeah, I think everybody has agreed on that one at this point.
Yes, but I feel also that Zort is the one that will pick which side. Both of them will, as I feel, give him the help he needs.
I'm not feeling very sure with this young man.
Let's... Right. Sorry, go ahead.
I mean, his friend or whatever that other person was supposed to be, well, didn't really strike me off as a good fellow.
So which one are you talking about?
The ones you guys fought on the mountain.
You know, where we found insect men ripped apart.
So you don't feel that the what were they called? Thunder god, thunder people,
right?
Storm people, yeah, the storm people are the right way to go.
I really don't feel like that for them. I feel like they are the things. I feel like they would probably support all the deep-rooted dangers that we'll see.
But what do you think about when they said that your cult was the one that was enslaving people with your mark? Isn't that kind of true?
Kind of true. That depends on how you see on it.
How do you feel? I feel, as what I've seen, is that you don't really have a free will. I think that you're enslaved somewhat.
Yet also liberated.
Yes, but you being a strong man should act as a strong man and have a free will and not being enslaved by other wills.
a free will. And that's what I will still retain if I break free.
I do not
For how
know.
long?
Yeah.
Maybe we can get him to show whether he can help sort
Okay.
in a way equivalent to what is kind of
Right. Offering or that he
offering.
knows. Yeah.
Thank you for the word.
Yeah.
Yes.
Skava, do you remember the bird woman we met?
Yes, I do indeed.
I got this feeling that if I were to trust the storm people, well, perhaps in some time that might be me. Or worse.
If they can prove their points.
That's
a
would
valid
help,
fear, but that's what you need to know, right? Another way of looking at it, to speak from a voice of somebody who is not present. Another way to look at it is that's what would happen to you without people to show you how to use and to know who you are, right? If you are not taught.
All right, we can hear out this
Right.
young man to see.
Right. Let me tell you a little bit more. First of all, I want Ikindu to make you have a bargain roll, correct?
Do I have bargain as a power? Or?
I think you have a skill in there about that. In your list. Is that there? No or not?
No. Hide, literacy, brew.
Okay.
Ride, cultural.
That's right. I think bargaining is something that we're going to do as a resistance table thing. So you are going to roll in percent on the resistance table.
Sorry, resistance. What?
It's in that table is in my head. So your your charisma is
gonna
now,
roll.
I think 13. Is that correct? What is your charisma?
Yes, my charisma is 13,
So
and I still have the glamour on.
That's
I
true.
guess.
Go ahead. Yeah.
82.
Okay. So let's finish. I'm going to say that the two of them have come to their own agreement. They are, as a gesture of goodwill, are going to say, we will together, we will remove the effects of chaos on Skava and on Urko. The two of them will actually, without quite touching, extend their fingers toward one another's fingers, and they will, with your permission, remove that from you.
It's appreciated.
That's their goodwill gesture, and toward each other, that they work together on something.
And noted.
And so, with your role, effectively your position is made clear, that yes, they both need to demonstrate some kind of actual benefit to Zort. He's not a prize to be fought over. This is something that has to be communicated.
I also want to make it clear that the land that Skava said belongs to the people here.
Yes. The hope, basically, is going to want to stay in that region that they have landed on, and he, Zhong, is going to would like to live here for a little while. Promises to be good.
Both?
He'd like, well, he could stay in this town here. He will provide skills and service, and he will have a chance to talk to Skava, to Zort, and to he says it in a slightly not quite right way. To live among the wood demons, like as if it's dangerous and scary and unsafe for him. He's willing to do this.
Okay.
You're starting to get
I-
an idea,
I-
right, of these.
I
What he
speak
means.
as
I'm going to say finally, even without the cult lore roll, Skava is going to figure it out. He's scared shitless of the insect people. That's the idea of coming into this region where they are the dominant physical power is scary for him. He has, as far as
Well.
he is concerned, he has stepped into a very dangerous territory for something very, very, very important. So he's willing to be good.
I try to speak for Skava. And I say, okay, for these requestments, but I also say that there are laws in these lands, and you should both live by these laws. So if you attack any of the villagers, they would be reprimands.
The initial ritual, you are confirming the initial ritual that set up this whole meeting, right?
Okay.
Of the
Hmm.
of the god of Headwater. This is this is how we do things here. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So explaining to them again
Right.
these laws and the consequences if they don't follow them.
Excellent. I need to go, so I'm going to say some very brief things. When Akindu goes back to where he sleeps, there will be the spirit of one of his ancestors there. You have, through your actions here, called, and also the fact that you are dealing with chaos directly, has called them into being to serve as a religious presence for you. Effectively, you are going to benefit as if there were a priest here.
Oh, so I can renew my.
Yes, you will get the discorporation back. And so effectively the little family shrine that you have just set up where you sleep, like kind of opening a suitcase and putting out the candles and stuff like that, is now of a suitable mini temple of the half snake people. And so you're an initiate. This is something that you get. And so Zort, the one thing that that Zhong will tell you is
Yep.
is to say you cannot or sorry, I envy you your encounters with the sweetness that awaits. We love you. And
Not sure if this is because we don't have Kindu here to interpret for us, but
Right.
I feel like we're not on the same page.
Right. Probably not. And so then for Skava, it's a pretty powerful night. I think we'll deal with what's in the grove a little bit later. Urko, you just have you have to take notes. You have to go and take notes on all of this, I think, right? There's lots of
And speak to Jala.
excellent. Okay, so can we make some improvement rolls for any of the skills that were used? I'm not sure. Zort. Oh, Zort, you have a power gain roll to put in there.
Yes. That's 12.
Oh,
I don't
unfortunately, your power does not go up.
Nope.
Right.
I didn't use any. I used charisma and other
Right.
things.
Neither me. I think I got away without rolls this
Oh,
time again.
Bummer. Oh well.
Ron, I have a question.
Yeah.
So they wanted to stay to try to prove themselves.
That's
as
effectively yes. The way they're. Let's not forget that they represent some power. They're not. Neither is going to leave while the other is present. That's true too. But they are suitably impressed that they cannot extend. If Skava and her allies, particularly the insects people, possibly, were to band with either one of those sides, the other would lose, as it currently stands here. Right? The warband of the Merciful Dawn is powerful, but it could not stand against that. And the same goes the other way.
But my question was more, do they understand that what we wanted of them was to prove themselves to Zorch?
Right.
For example.
They understand that quite well. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
What they do not understand is that I don't want to fight with neither of them, because I want to fight somebody completely different.
Okay. That I will be very interested in who that could be.
I'll set up a meeting when they can prove themselves. I asked the group, is 10 days good?
I think they are thinking more long term.
Okay.
In other words, that it's not like a contest in the moment. It's more like a long-term process of contact.
Okay, because I wanted to have some kind of meeting when they can actually extend some proof and we can read it, and
Okay. Well,
or maybe as you're what you're trying to say is that they're just gonna live amongst us and then prove their
effectively, yeah.
Okay. Oh, that also works. Okay.
Okay, everybody, I have to go.
Yeah, all right.
Thanks for tonight. See you.
See you later.
Likewise.